Well, I noticed a lot of new faces this evening, and I'm so glad you all came. And I want you to know that this is a safe place to share. So if you want to tell us your story, there'll be no judgment.
Hi, my name is Charlie, and as you know, I have a problem. I am addicted to cars. I'm still addicted to cars, believe it or not, even though it's been a hot minute since I've made a video. It's almost Thanksgiving now, and I'm pretty sure I haven't made a video in months. Sorry about that, guys, but life just continues to march on. So I'm not done with cars. I'm not done with loving cars, certainly. And we're getting ready for a holiday weekend, but I did want to just make a quick video, show you what I've been doing lately with my newest toy. This one's going to be a short-lived one. I just traded the Cougar, the 1972 Cougar that I had. I couldn't pass up the opportunity to own this, and it was fun while it lasted, but I got to catch back up on things, and part of doing that is going to be letting go of this. But since I still have it and it hasn't gone to its new home yet, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. It is a 1970 Ford F-250. We'll talk about this particular one in a minute, but just to go over a brief history, and there's a lot of history for Ford trucks, Ford F-Series, so I'm going to keep it kind of brief and simple. But F-Series is a series of light-duty trucks that have been marketed and manufactured by Ford since the 1948 model year, so they've been around forever. First generation was 1948 to 1952. F-Series pickup was introduced as a replacement for the previous car-based pickup line introduced in 1942. F-Series was sold in 8 different weight ratings with pickup panel, truck, cab over engine, which those are really cool, conventional truck, and school bus chassis body style. Second generation, 1953 to 1956. Increased dimensions, improved engines, and an updated chassis were featured in the second generation. In another change, the model nomenclature of the F-Series was expanded to 3 numbers. Kind of like it is today. The half-ton F1 became the F100. F2 and the F300 were combined into the three-quarter-ton F250, while the F4 became the 1-ton F350. Conventional F-Series trucks were the F500 and F900, or F500 to F900. COE chassis were renamed the C Truck Series. In 1956, the cab underwent a major revision, centered around a wraparound windshield. Cab was given new doors, redesigned dashboard, and an optional panoramic rear view window. In line with Ford cars, the 1956 F-Series offered seatbelts as an option, so that's when they came in. Third gen was 1957 to 1960, introduced in 1957. The third generation F-Series was a significant modernization and redesign. Front fenders became integrated into the body. New style side bed continued the smooth lines to cover up the rear of the pickup. The cab over F-Series was discontinued, so no more COE. And in 1959, Ford began in-house production of a 4-wheel drive pickup. So 4-wheel drive started in 1959. Fourth gen was 1961 to 1966. It's the one right before this. Ford introduced a dramatically new style of pickup in 1961 with 4th generation F-Series. Longer and lower than its predecessors, these trucks had increased dimensions and new engine and gearbox choices. Additionally, the 1961 to 63 models offered an optional unibody design with cab and bed integrated. The traditional separated cab/bed was offered concurrently. The unibody proved unpopular. Ford discontinued that option after 1963. 1965 F-Series was given a significant mid-cycle redesign. A completely new platform, including the twin I-beam front suspension, was introduced. That's what made them famous. That twin I-beam was continued to be used until 1996 on the F-150, and it's still currently used on the F-250 and F-350 4x2s. The Ranger denoted a base model of the Edsel, but starting in 1965, it was used to denote a high-level styling package of the F-Series truck. And this one, my friends, is in fact a Ranger. So finally, and not finally, but for this video, finally, we get to this one, which is the 5th gen, 1967 to 1972. The 5th gen F-Series pickup was built on the same platform as the 65 revision of the 4th generation. Dimensions were increased, engine options were expanded, and plusher trim levels became available during the 5th generation's product run. Changes during the 1967 to 72 run were minimal, but notable. In 1968, to comply with federal standards, marker lights were added to the rear bedside and front sides of the hood. 1970 saw a switch from metal bar style grill work to the plastic egg crate style, which is what I have here. I really like, I actually like the grill of the later trucks, 78, 79, which they actually make an upgrade adapter kit that you can do that with this truck. So that's a possibility. But anyways, that's the brief history. I flew through that. But you should look it up if you're interested. Obviously, these trucks have been around forever. They don't get much better than a Ford truck, in my opinion, and in lots of people's opinion. So this particular truck was built by a place, I believe in Hesperia, called Inglis Classics. Brian Inglis is a really nice guy. I talked to him. He did this build for somebody whose grandfather, I believe, owned this truck, and he wanted to bring it back. And circumstances were such that he could not finish the build. And the shop took it over, and I acquired it from them. There's $20,000 worth of upgrades, rebuilds, new parts, and all that. Actually, more than that. That's what it had when I got it. But and I've done some more. But you can see inside it's pretty rough, but seat's intact, looks good. Needs a new dash, like you would expect. Needs new headliner up here. But the glass is all good. And I put these sweet gauges in, which I think look great. Under the hood, we've got a 360 FE that has been completely rebuilt and was bored 40 over. Transmission's been completely rebuilt. It's got, I mean, everything under the hood, from the radiator to alternators to water pumps to the exhaust was all redone for this truck. I like how they have them popping out the sides. Looks good, sounds amazing. See if you can get any look under here. When I got it, of course, first thing I had to do was change the wheels, because wheels make the vehicle, in my opinion. So I had some old farm truck black rims. These are 8 lugs, so I bought these rims, which I think look fantastic. I think they're Ion or something. Not expensive ones, but look good. And then the other thing that I did was I bought some Poppy's patina, and I tried it myself. I did the wipe on. If you know how to spray it on, I'm sure it comes out a lot better. But for this truck, to be honest, I just think it looks cool as is. I know you can see some grains from the wipe, but I think it came out really well. The patina on this is amazing. I mean, on the hood, I think it looks great. It's like the perfect amount of patina on there. People are painting patina on to make it look this good, to be honest. So really happy with the way it turns out. This Poppy's patina, I'm really happy with them. Cool company. They sent me the stuff quickly. I got it. It was pretty easy to do. I'm sure, like I said, there's people who can do a better job than I did. There's plenty of drips and grainy white marks and all that, but for this truck, I think it was just fine, and it gives it some UV protection as it continues to sit outside in the Southern California sun. As far as dents, I think this is a really straight truck. You can see down the sides. I'd say the worst of it's here on the tailgate, and then there's one ding here, pretty good on the passenger door. But other than that, I mean, if somebody really wanted to put the money into this and completely restore the paint and all that good stuff, I mean, you could do it. No problem. This is a really straight truck. So yeah, next thing would be for me, LED lights all around. That's usually what I do. And then just pack away at interior mostly. Get it looking really nice inside. Needs a stereo. The stereo in there doesn't work. Does not have power steering, but to be honest, I don't mind it. It's not that big of a deal with the manual steering. I thought it'd be a lot worse, but it's got a big enough wheel on there. Even my little 5'0" wife drives it, has no problem. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. It's a cool truck. So yeah, that's that. Beautiful truck. Not very often will you get the opportunity, or at least, well, I get the opportunity to own something with a completely sorted, brand new powertrain, pretty much everything mechanical, hoses, wiring. It's just an amazing truck. I would like to be able to keep it, but alas, other things are needed more so than an old truck right now for me. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you. Awesome truck. I'm a huge, obviously a Ford guy, but I'm also a huge Ford truck guy. So I have enjoyed this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I got more coming up from friends, some new friends, some other vehicles that Papa and I have been working on, and even something that my daughter just picked up not too long ago that I want to share with you guys. So anyways, please like, subscribe, click the bell to be reminded of new content. It may not come as frequently as I'd like, but I appreciate you guys following me on the journey anyways. It's all about fun and sharing the love of beautiful cars. So with all that being said, we'll see you on the next one.